but I can see possibilities if she pulls back and can develop a small measure of faith. When you go into the counseling office, you know almost nothing, because it's like a foreign land. And you're studying the stories of many, many, many people, and you're studying how you handle those things and what you do with it and what's going on. But it's a very, very difficult world. Would you agree with me, Lance? It's so unique.
Mm-hmm.
You're on a unique day with every person you see.
There's no pattern.
None.
You can't repeat anything. You have to be ever in the moment 100% every time.
Lance teaches, is a counselor for boys on Fridays. He's running a very complex company. He has a very complex life. And he says, I'm giving every Friday to children in the ministry. And the boys are coming in, and their tragedies are deep. And his reaching of him, he can reach any child.
We make up a whole week of development in 1 hour. It's very intense. Anybody who's here on Fridays when I'm here knows that what's happening with me and the kids is very intense.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because you can't fool a kid.
Mm-mm.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
And anybody that tries, doesn't work.
Yeah.
But he's committed. And of course, almost no one is paid in this ministry throughout the world. There's no one receiving enough pay to live on. Trust, how much did you pay the first years you were here? Zero.
Zero. And then I got $400 a month
Right.
after a year of full volunteering.
But it's something different. It's very, very different. When people come here, we don't look at them as commodities to pay. We look at them as human beings that are broken. And somehow, in that experience of being here, there's a sense of belonging that comes. There's I always used to say welcome home when people would come in. And I'd take them around and show them ministry. And sometimes I had a client who wanted to write songs. And this is the first session with her, and she wants to go to Nashville and she wants to write songs. So I said to her, are you any good? I took her back here to the piano and said, show me how good you really are.
Mm-hmm.
Session 1. That's pretty confrontive, isn't it?
So I have 2 boys that come in on Fridays, and they are brothers. And this last Friday, we did a lesson on touch. Now, it's on the whiteboard in purple. And so I broke down the lesson on touch in such a simple way that these boys could understand it. I left the room, and then Grandma, once I said, you're ready to teach, you are now ready to teach this. So even though I was playing the role of the student, I was also evaluating them, and you have to be ready to teach this, and then they had to teach it to their grandmother. And they really got into it. They really wanted to teach it. But Grandma was learning something too. So the whole experience teaches everybody. So the experiential learning accompanies experiential teaching. They are one with each other. When we are experiencing something, the teaching and the learning go hand in hand. You do not have one without the other. Mm-hmm. So that's an example of what happened on Friday.
But that's what I'm talking about. And the experience you have with one person will affect them for a lifetime. If it's genuine, it'll be a lifetime of an outstanding moment, somebody who really was there. I'm working with the men right now. I said, don't ever think I'm leaving.